And this one, 300 new streaming services have been created.
All right, any of those meet your fancy?
No, I mean, they're making fun of Oz. I mean, hey, at least he jumped in and tried to help instead of being one of the, dozen knuckleheads standing around just recording it on their phone. You don't have to be a doctor to give CPR. You just need the training.
Yeah. Small town near Harrisburg, Pennsylvania decided to thank its only UPS driver for all his hard work this past year. They waited for him at his last stop of the day, cheered when he pulled in, and gave him a card they signed along with $1,000.
Thanks, guys. I don't know what to say now. You got me choked up.
You don't have to say anything. You've taken care of us for almost a full year now. We just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you. You guys are really good to me. So.
Well, the community wanted to say thank you. So they got together and we raised over $1,000 plus more in the cars, I'm sure.
Oh, my God. What else to say?
Already, community making a man's life a little bit better.
Yeah, nice.
Hi, this is the first Friday of March. You know what that day is. It's National Employees Appreciation Day.
Oh, okay.
We're guessing corporations will be sending bonuses, giving workers raises, buying them expensive catered lunches, and going out of their way to acknowledge commitment and devotion.
So how much am I getting a raise?
Or a pink slip that...
Yeah, there we go.
In fact, I'm going to double up what you're making. How's that sound?
Sounds about right.
Okay. In fact, when we got a phone message from corporate, let's see how they're taking care of us this year here at the station. Here you go, Jeff.
Greetings, worker number 7365928. You are a valued employee. The company would like to thank you for your years of hard work by offering you a 10% discount on any items in the markdown rack on this special day. We appreciate your dedication. Happy Employee Appreciation Day.
Now, don't you feel a lot better?
Yeah, it's like going to get the stuff off that little rack they have up in front of the Harris Teeter with all the picked over stuff they can't sell.
Or the... I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, Oprah's interview with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex.
Oh, dear.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle is coming up Sunday night. Meghan accuses the palace of perpetuating falsehoods about them. You got to get over yourself, girl. And they claim she bullied the staff. Well, it sounds like the royal beef is being served. To add to the drama, the Queen made this announcement last night.
And now, a message from Her Royal Highness, the Queen of England. Good evening, this is Queen Elizabeth, the original Lizzo, and known by many as the HBIC. I am speaking to you from my WAP, that is my wicked-ass palace, with a special message for Her Royal Trollness, Meghan Markle. My dear, you put the common in commoner. You have always reminded me of a penny, both two-faced and not worth much. Oh, snap, Queen 1, Meghan nil. Meghan, I am comforted that in the event of a zombie apocalypse, you will be safe. After all, zombies eat brains. Oh, snap, Granny is hot tonight. In closing, I'd like to quote the Honorable Sir Kanye West when he said, "No, I'm not saying she's a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Thank you." This has been a message from Her Royal Highness, the Queen of England.
Yeah, well, old Meghan probably ought to be careful, man. There's no people any better at killing royalty and kings than the English, so she ought to just shut up and go away.
As we told you, Oprah's interview with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, will air Sunday night. We got our hands on a promo you won't hear anywhere else, where Oprah goes one-on-one with Harry.
Coming up.
Oprah Winfrey's sit-down interview with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
They say they're ready to have sex.
I didn't say that.
So, are you ready to have sex? Chained to the floor.
What are you talking about?
Did you have like a penis implant or you did something else?
What?
So, do you or do you not have a vagina?
No.
Do you know how to use a condom properly?
This is bizarre.
I just want to touch you.
No.
I want sex right now. Let's do it.
Get away.
We'll be back in a moment. More sex talk.
No, we won't.
Yes.
All right. Well, we've covered all the headline news. But what about the not headline news? Let's check on that.
This is not headline news. Tyler, the Creator, turns 30 today. He'll celebrate with a big slice of birthday, the cake. The SAG Awards will be pre-taped and only last an hour this year. Nice try, SAG Awards. We're still not watching. NASA confirmed life on Mars can briefly survive, unlike the career of Psy after Gangnam Style. And a Georgia man is accused of dressing as an employee to steal merchandise from Home Depot. Cops became suspicious when they could find an employee at a Home Depot. This is not headline news.
Okay, you see these things from time to time. I've seen them on funniest videos where their face is covered with cake, little kids, and the parents ask them, "Did you get into the cake?"
Yes.
No. Well, here's a supercut of kids denying misbehavior, even though the evidence clearly shows they did it.
Who took the bite out of the cookie?
It was a birdie who flapped.
Are you sure?
I'm sure he did.
Do you touch that pumpkin, Zoe? Did you touch it?
Oh no. What happened to my dress?
What is it?
It's makeup.
Who did it?
Nobody did it.
Who drew on Mommy's couch?
Me.
You or Maymay?
Mimi.
Maymay did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Well, what you're about to hear is a woman who painfully, or should say she has a painfully bad voice, singing at a girl's quinceañera. I hope I said that right. Witness the pain, my friends.
Yeah, that's painful.
Whoever hinted that she could sing.
I don't know, man. Somebody was lying to her.
Well, this guy is going viral after he took a video while he was stuck on a chairlift for hours, and he really had to pee. Here he is being recorded by his chairlift buddy and talking to ski patrol right below them.
Bit of a maintenance issue, but we got some crew on it there, so hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer.
I actually really have to pee. Like, what would you suggest?
I mean, if there's me, I'd probably just go for it.
Do you have a cup or something I can use?
Yeah, hopefully it won't be too much longer.
Hopefully.
What you gotta do.
1 hour later.
You guys still gonna pee?
Yeah. It might have came out a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
We are gonna have to go ahead with an evac here, so it might be a little bit.
2 hours later.
The same thing, I'm gonna turn you, and then you can leave to the hill.
One step closer to the washroom.
Okay. Did they have any move? I don't know if they had the ability to move around or not.
Some ski lifts, you probably could arrange something. Others are pretty skosh. They have a crossbar rest for your feet and like one board to sit on. So
yeah, I'm looking at it right here, the video of it, and they got it's just a chairlift.
Yeah. All right. Well, he might be able to stand up or
no,
something.
Just sit.
All right. Well, he's out of luck.
Well, he's going to have to go NASA on himself. And that's what they do at NASA. When they can't go, they just go anywhere. Anyway, and it goes right into their diaper.
Well, if you're wearing one.
Yeah. A guy set a world's record by running a marathon while doing it the very hard way. he ran the marathon in 16 hours and 12 minutes while he pulled a 1.6-ton truck behind him. As if that marathon isn't tough enough. Here's Corey Philpott, who said he wasn't sore afterwards and did it for charity, Child Safe Australia. Wait a minute. Steve, learn to run your own control board here and it'll work a lot better. Come on, Windows. It's one of my of course moments. Okay. Of course, now I fix it.
I actually feel amazing. I'm not sore or anything like that. The whole time I was just thinking about my wife who was abused as a child, and that's what brought me to raise awareness for Child Safe.
I'll leave it to those little pesky animal rights activists to screw things up. They decided to protest at a horse track near San Francisco that's currently serving as a vaccination site. And hundreds of people weren't able to get the vaccine. One of the protesters blamed police, though, and said that they didn't need to shut the vaccination site down. Here's a protester talking about it.
We're in full support of the vaccination site, and we're here on the complete opposite side of the property. We pose no hazard at all to the vaccination site, so that was 100% on the Albany Police Department who made that decision, and I feel sorry for the people who missed their vaccine site, and I encourage them to express their displeasure and their complaints to the Albany Police Department.
Well, I guess after they were through, they could go out to their wonderful smelling streets. Where all the squatters are camped out and defecating all over everything.
Yes, indeed.
4 in 5 Americans have at least one spot in their home that's always a mess. You got one of those?
Several.
The most common area include closets, garages, and basements. Here's a little scene
Yep,
from...
all three. Attic. Forgot a couple.
Here's a scene from Friends where Chandler finds out that neat freak Monica has a closet full of junk.
Oh my God!
How did you get in there?
You're messy.
No, you weren't supposed to see this.
Look, I don't love you because you're organized. I love you in spite of that. And look, now that I know, if I've got some extra stuff lying around, can we share the closet?
Oh, it's just, I'm afraid you might mess it up.
That show is never funny.
No. A woman in New York City found a hole behind her bathroom mirror and climbed in to find a whole other apartment.
Yeah, no kidding.
Listen to her discover it right now.
Let me show you what I found in my New York City bathroom. I realized the mirror moves. There's a room back there.
What if someone's living in there right now?
I have to go in. What is on the other side of my bathroom? It's freezing in here. Wow, this is a whole other apartment. Made it out alive. My landlord's getting a really fun phone call tomorrow.
You just wonder if the other side knows about that passageway.
Well, there's buildings all over the place with, I don't want to call them secret rooms, but, things get built over or partitioned off and, kind of forgotten about sometimes. It's fairly common.
A chef in California named Andrew Gruel has raised over $375,000 to hand out to more than 400 restaurant workers who have been struggling. He started a GoFundMe page a while back, and he's also been selling burgers and letting people pay what they want. He says the average burger donation has been around $30.
I was incredibly surprised by people's generosity. And so the average donation for the burger is a little over $30 for a burger.
And they're helping the small business people. They're helping people like us to get through this month. Thank you.
We're here to be a really, really quick, unbureaucratic relief line for anybody and everybody.
All right, well, the Colonel's been bugging me to do this story all morning. Oh, yeah. An Egyptologist, you know what those are.
Yes. Well, I think I do. I don't know.
He's translated a set of 3,500-year-old instructions on how to mummify a body. We've found similar instructions before, but this one's the oldest by far, about 1,000 years older than the others. Here's the trailer from the original 1932 version of The Mummy.
Death for anyone who opens this casket.
The Mummy. Is it dead or alive? Human or inhuman? You'll feel the awful, creeping, crawling terror that stands your hair on end and brings a scream to your lips. There's nothing on earth like The Mummy.
Yeah, I saw that. That's part of the thing. They don't have, never knew how to do the embalming process that the Egyptians used. That was really kind of successful when you think about it. So now they have it, I guess. They're still translating, apparently, so they'll get it.
An inventor in the Netherlands created a new COVID test that also might let you get out your pandemic frustrations. You go into a booth, you yell and scream, and then they come and analyze all your little droplets.
If you are yelling and screaming, you're spreading tens of thousands of particles which contains the coronavirus. And if I take out the moisture from that coronavirus, I will have the basic coronavirus by itself, and therefore it can be recognized as such.
Good for him. Fine. I guess that's better than having them them jamming that thing up your nose. Apparently that's very uncomfortable, and God forbid if you should decide to travel to China, because if you're a white guy going to China, you have to bend over and take the anal swab. Which is true. Our diplomats went over there and they had to have it. They had to have that particular test.
The test I took, you took the swab and you swabbed yourself in front of the person.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
And that way you're in control with how it whirls around in the top of your nostril.
Good. All right.
A former police chief in Maryland is facing arson and attempted murder charges after he set people's homes, garages, and cars on fire after he had arguments with them. And that good old boys club has protected him so far. His victims include other cops, his doctor, and city officials.
I was very shocked. Somebody who is a former chief here, first responders put their lives on the line every day, and to have somebody going out doing that, setting fires, it's just unacceptable.
Not bad enough they sit there and club you upside the head. Now they're going to burn your house down.
Yeah. This is bad.
That would be no fun.
Getting bad here, folks. Getting bad.
Sunshine and 40 degrees right now on the way. We got your latest news, sports, and weather. And we'll be back on the backside. Here's your weather.
Good morning and happy Friday. We've seen plenty of sunshine the past few days, and that continues again today. But temperatures, though, will be cooler. Highs this afternoon in the mid to upper 50s. Partly cloudy overnight tonight. We start in the low to mid 30s Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, we'll see mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky. Highs once again in the mid to upper 50s. And we'll see more sunshine on Sunday. Temperatures just slightly cooler Sunday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sand Hills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. It went on and on.
Amounts made available under this paragraph.
At the behest of Senate Republicans, a reading of the entire massive Biden COVID relief bill, all 628 pages. Republicans argue the $1.9 trillion package is way too large, packed with all kinds of non-COVID spending. And they say a huge amount of money from a previous relief bill has yet to be spent. Well, the bill reading in the Senate finally wrapping up in the wee hours of the morning.
The Senate has adjourned until 9 a.m. this morning,
when the bill will be debated in the upper chamber, and that's a process that could go on into the weekend. New York Governor Cuomo's staff allegedly lowered the actual number of COVID nursing home deaths detailed in a state health department report back in July. That according to reports in the New York Times and the Wall Street Journal. Alabama Governor Kay Ivey not quite ready to lift her state's mask mandate. It will stay in place for at least another month.
There's no question that wearing masks has been one of our greatest tools in combating the spread of the virus. That, along with practicing good hygiene and social distancing, has helped us keep more people from getting sick or worse, dying.
Elsewhere, Connecticut will eliminate coronavirus-related capacity limits on restaurants, houses of worship, and other spaces in 2 weeks. Not only is he a U.S. Senator, he's a physician. And Republican Rand Paul says, time to get kids back in the classroom.
Scientific evidence has been overwhelming, not only now, but for months, that kids should be back in school. Even the most cautious of government experts is saying they should go back to school.
Wall Street, Dow futures up 55 points. NASDAQ futures ahead 42. S&P futures 13 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Tell me why Relief Factor is so successful in lowering or eliminating pain. I'm often asked that question. Pete and Seth Talbot, the father and son founders of Relief Factor, tell me they believe our bodies were designed to heal. The doctors who formulated Relief Factor selected the 4 best ingredients, 100% drug-free ingredients that each help your body deal with inflammation. Order the 3-week quick start now. Discount it to only $19.95 to see if it will work for you too. Call 800-500-8384. ReliefFactor.com.
Progressive Motorcycle presents Road Wisdom from the Motor.
Half man, half motorcycle.
If you missed a turn, there's always another turn. Always. Take it to get back to the turn you missed.
Use your turn signal.
Progressive Motorcycle also presents Roadside Assistance. Progressive Motorcycle for those who were born to ride. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
YouTube has removed a number of channels run by Myanmar's military, violating its community guidelines in terms of service.
The company says it has terminated 5 channels and removed several videos from YouTube. The decision follows the February 1 military coup that ousted the country's elected government, provoking massive public protests. YouTube says it will continue to monitor the situation for any content that might violate its rules. The decision follows Facebook's earlier announcement that it had removed all Myanmar-linked military pages from its site and from Instagram, which it also owns. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
One of the strongest earthquakes to hit the South Pacific in modern history triggered tsunami warnings across the ocean, forcing thousands in New Zealand to evacuate coastal areas. Earlier today, small waves were seen, but little damage was apparent hours later. News and analysis, townhall.com. The country's top infectious disease fighter talks about the trials that he and other researchers have faced in the year of pandemic.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, longtime director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, says the virus that causes COVID-19 is elusive.
Whenever have you seen a virus in which almost half the people get no symptoms, and yet it can kill 500,000 Americans thus far?
In an address to the University of Chicago Harris School of Public Policy, Fauci admits frustration.
That's I would say, the very sobering part and the humiliating part.
Fauci and the White House warn against relaxing virus protocols until more people are vaccinated. While more shots are being delivered, the CDC says only about 8% of the population has been fully vaccinated. I'm Tim McGuire.
Watching Wall Street, Dow futures up 66 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
As our economy gradually reopens, remember to support local.
Know you're doing the right thing and stay proud.
Be a part of the greatest comeback of all time with Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
Hi, I'm John Cole with John Cole's Plumbing Professionals. We would like to express our sincere appreciation to all our loyal customers for voting us Best Plumbing Company in this year's 2019 Best of the Pines. We will continue to offer excellent customer service, professional workmanship, and affordable pricing. Don't just call a plumber, call a professional. John Cole's Plumbing Professionals. 910-639-4933.
John Cole's Plumbing Professionals.
I was very shocked. Somebody who was a former chief here First responders put their lives on the line every day, and to have somebody going out doing that, setting fires, it's just unacceptable.
In light of today's current circumstances and environment, Pines Funerals is now offering from-home arrangement appointments. Whether your family is in need of immediate assistance or pre-planning for the future, arrangements can now be made from the comfort and safety of your own home, online or by phone. For family members who are unable to attend a funeral service due to any circumstance, Pines Funerals offers an online guest book, flower shop, and the private recording and broadcast of services upon request. For more information or to request your from-home arrangement today, visit our website at pinesfunerals.com or call 910-947-2224. That number again is 910-947-2224. Call today and see why more families prefer Pines Funerals.
Have you noticed how many homes and businesses display Gill Security warning stickers? The reason? For over 30 years, Gill Security has provided top-of-the-line security, monitoring, and service to our customers. Security systems, camera systems, fire systems, access control. Gill Security provides it all. Let us show you why so many people depend on Gill Security for their protection. For a free estimate, call Gill Security today at 433-2868 or visit us at gillsecurity.com.
This time of year, it's hard to know whether to put on a coat or short sleeves, not to mention whether to use the heat or AC. But one thing that is predictable is you absolutely need to service your heating and air system to avoid costly repairs or replacements down the road. Call Four Seasons Heating and Air to schedule your service checkup before the winter gets here and it becomes an emergency. Four Seasons Heating and Air, the company that wants you to get comfortable with them. Call 235-0606. That's 235-0606.
Aaron Cooper of Cooper Ford in Carthage wants you to know that you can't buy a new Ford for less anywhere else in the Sandhills, guaranteed. With 0% APR financing available on select vehicles with approved credit.
Aaron Cooper here with Cooper Ford, your only locally owned Ford dealer in Moore County, where family values, giving back, and doing the right thing is the cornerstone of how we do business. We promise the absolute lowest price and the best customer service guaranteed. Don't get sucked in by the big box stores. Experience how buying a vehicle should be. We're located in the heart of Moore County and only minutes from anywhere. So please come see us here in beautiful Carthage or visit us on the web at cooperford.net. And as always, working really hard to be your hometown dealer.
It's the lowest price guarantee at Cooper Ford. Just a few short minutes from the traffic circle off 15501 in Carthage or on the web at cooperford.net. Cooper Ford, working hard to be your hometown dealer.
NCN News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. The State Board of Education on Thursday voted to follow the new guidelines from the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services on in-person instruction. ABC 11 heard reaction to the vote from some parents and educators.
Yes, this resolution is a great sentiment to center students in their education, their social, emotional health, their mental health. At the same time, we still need the resources to go along with it to do in-person well and safe.
More North Carolina state legislators are trying to get more spectators at school sporting events or college graduations that are beyond what Governor Roy Cooper's COVID-19 latest executive order allows. The House voted on Wednesday for the two bills. IBM is getting involved in the vaccination effort. CBS's Elise Parsons.
Tech company IBM and Moderna are joining forces in the race to vaccinate people quickly. The two are looking to use artificial intelligence and blockchain to help improve vaccine distribution.
In just more than 24 hours since Buncombe County Commissioner Jasmine Beach Ferreira announced she would bid for a seat in Congress. Since then, she has raised more than $100,000 for her effort to unseat 11th District Congressman Madison Cawthorn next year. But political experts say flipping the district to blue is a long shot because the 11th District is a Republican stronghold. Catawba College professor Michael Blitzer.
It's an uphill climb. One could even describe it as a mountainous climb.
He talked to WLOS. Correspondent Michael George has the results of first-of-its-kind study on the combined effects of physical activity and pollution exposure on type 2 diabetes risks.
In a first-of-its-kind study, Chinese researchers have identified a key link between air pollution and physical activity. They found higher levels of physical activity helped ward off type 2 diabetes.
You're listening to NCN News.
America means innovation, where new ideas are born, tested, and brought to the world.
America means determination, the grit, hustle, and hard work that built our country.
America means opportunity, where tomorrow has a chance to be better than today.
And America means home.
We've weathered a lot, and we've been told how divided we are.
But we're coming through it together.
By pushing forward together, we can thrive.
That starts by rebuilding America's infrastructure, our power generation, food production, manufacturing, and transportation networks.
Which means hundreds of thousands of new jobs across the country.
It's an investment in our communities.
In roads, bridges, cleaner air, and water.
It's an investment in economic freedom and the promise of success for generations to come.
It's an investment in us.
It's going to take hard work, but we can get there.
And we'll be stronger for it.
Because America means business.
Let's get America back to work.
Let's invest in North Carolina.
Let's invest in us. Learn more at let'sinvestinus.com. Paid for by Citizens for Responsible Energy Solutions Forum.
North Carolina state government and local governments in nearly 20 counties can receive financial help from Washington following heavy rains and flooding in November, now that President Joe Biden has issued a disaster declaration. The CDC is expected to issue guidance about what people can and can't do once they're fully vaccinated. That will include guidance about travel. Dr. Christopher Chow with WEEB in Raleigh told CBS 17 there will still be some degree of risk associated with traveling.
I think the airlines have actually done a very good job. The way that the cabins are designed for airflow, it's actually pretty good for preventing droplet transmission, and everyone is required to wear a mask.
A scholarship has been created in honor of a late Tony Award-winning dancer and choreographer.
It's good. Anne Reinking died last year at the age of 71, leaving behind a legacy of dance that was a hybrid of jazz and burlesque. Being offered in her name is a $5,000 annual award and mentorship for a young dancer moving to New York City to help support them in their artistic endeavors. The scholarship is being awarded by the Off the Lane Mentorship Program. It will be open to anyone with a cutoff age of 21. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Despite recent snowstorms, Colorado is still in the middle of a drought caused by record wildfires last year.
Blowing snow charged across the darkness, adding a little more to the snow total for 2021.
We need this moisture badly.
Coloradans are seeking the protection it brings.
The trees have been broken around here. They're brown.
We're still seeing the effects of how hot and dry it was last summer.
State climatologist Russ Schumacher says long-term drought is at its worst, where it can be very costly.
In the mountains and on the west slope, that's where we saw the fire conditions be so bad.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Hello and happy Friday. Get ready for another beautiful afternoon. We'll see plenty of sunshine, but temperatures, though, will be cooler. Highs today in the mid to upper 50s. Partly cloudy, chilly tonight. We're back in the low to mid 30s Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, we'll see a mostly sunny sky. High temperatures also in the mid to upper 50s on Saturday. The sunshine continues on Sunday. Highs in the low to mid 50s Sunday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
Right now, here in the Sand Hills area, it's sunny, 40 degrees, humidity 52%, dew point 22, pressure 2988, winds north to 2, and gusting to 3. It is 8:14. Let's take a look at your Sand Hills news for this Friday morning. The Moore County Health Department plans to change its procedure for those who are seeking a COVID-19 vaccination. Beginning on March 9th at 1 p.m., anyone who is eligible to receive the vaccination can call the health department directly to schedule a vaccination appointment at 910-947-SHOT. That's 910-947-SHOT. And Pinehurst Comprehensive Treatment Center announced that it has received a grant through the 21st Century Cures Act that will allow it to cover medicine or medication-assisted treatment for adults who meet certain eligibility requirements. Pinehurst CTC offers medication-assisted treatment for adults age 18 and older of all genders who are struggling with opioid use disorder. Individuals may qualify to receive free treatment at Pinehurst CTC through June 30th if they meet certain criteria. It is... Oh, that's your WEEB local news this morning from the Sand Hills Sentinel, and you can go online to sandhillssentinel.com for more information. It is 8:16, time for sports. That's next, right here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. We start with hockey and fans of the Carolina Hurricanes who last night were allowed back in seats at PNC Arena for the first time in more than a year. Some of the 3,000 ticket holders entering the building in Raleigh to see the Canes host the Detroit Red Wings told WTVD.
It's like a glimmer of hope, just happiness all around.
It's a good start, but we can't wait until this place is full and extra rocking.
To the action, the game tied at 2 going into the third period where Carolina scored 3 unanswered and beat the Red Wings 5-2. Jordan Stahl buried the first of Carolina's 3 goals in the third and assisted on 2 others. The team captain was asked how it felt to play in front of a home crowd for the first time since February of last year.
The game felt like it was almost like a playoff game compared to what we were playing before, so it was great. Hopefully the numbers keep going and everyone stays safe.
And Stahl knows what it means to stay safe. He was one of a half dozen Hurricanes who went on the NHL COVID list back in January. He had the virus and to this day still has no idea how or where he caught it. Last night's win, meanwhile, was the 4th straight for Carolina, who maintain a share of first place in the Central Division with the defending Stanley Cup champion Tampa Bay Lightning. It was also Rod Brindamore's 100th win as an NHL head coach. All those wins in Carolina. College hoops last night involving North Carolina programs. Campbell eased past Radford. NC Central edged Florida, and A&M and ECU fell to UCF. On the pro court, the NBA All-Star picks are being made. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez has that.
LeBron James gets top pick and goes with Giannis Antetokounmpo in the NBA All-Star draft. The Greek freak is psyched.
Yeah, it's over, guys. Me, LeBron, Luka, Jokic, and Steph, man, that's a good starting 5.
Team Durant includes Kyrie Irving, James Harden, and Julius Randle.
Ben Roethlisberger is staying with the Steelers after accepting a pay cut. The team and the 2-time Super Bowl winner have agreed on a new contract that assures the 39-year-old will be back for an 18th season in Pittsburgh. This is NCN Sports.
Hi, Darcy the cow here for Black Cow, the mature manure. It's time to start getting your flower and vegetable gardens off to a great start with Black Cow. Prepare new plant beds with a 1.5-inch layer of Black Cow in the area and then mix it in with the soil 6 inches deep. Black Cow is organic. Pick up the bright yellow bag and get growing.
Black Cow, the mature manure, Black Cow.
If you control farmland in eastern North Carolina and looking for the best use of your farm, you'll want to know about the Harvey Cotton Success Program. Cotton prices are rising, and Harvey's, with nearly 150 years of helping solve problems for North Carolina farmers, introduces a truly turnkey, one-stop cotton solution without the need for third-party financing. Now is the time to consider cotton. Learn more about how you can take advantage of the Harvey Cotton Success Program at harveyfertilizerandgas.com.
Franz Wagner scored 19 points. Hunter Dickinson added 14, and number 2 Michigan wrapped up their Big Ten title with a 69-50 win over rival Michigan State. Wolverines forward Isaiah Livers says winning the conference regular season title is why he didn't enter the NBA draft earlier.
Definitely on my checklist of returning back to Ann Arbor was to get out right. And we worked very hard. We talked about it, put it through action. And I'm just proud of our guys. And like you said, we still got a journey ahead of us. We're going to stay focused.
The town of Chapel Hill issuing a warning that celebrations on Franklin Street will not be allowed if the UNC men's basketball team beats Duke tomorrow night. Officials said in a statement that the governor's executive orders prohibiting mass gatherings remains in place and everyone must adhere to public health guidelines. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
The greatest comeback of all time is underway. Remember to shop local businesses. A reminder from Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
Hi, this is Rodney Swarms with Plumbing Night. We know that plumbing emergencies can happen at any time. In fact, they seem to happen at the most inconvenient times. And then inviting an unknown plumber into your home, that can add to the stress of the situation. The Plumbing Night wants to alleviate any stress about inviting a technician into your home by guaranteeing that we have not only the very best plumbers, but also the most knowledgeable plumbers. Before any of our employees are hired, all of the employees must undergo drug testing and a thorough background check. If they don't pass, they aren't hired. No exceptions. Once they're hired and part of the team, they receive continuous technical and customer training to ensure that they are the very best at their trade. This training is week after week, month after month, year after year. This training is what got us into community college to teach the plumbing trade. So the next time you have an emergency, call the Plumbing Night. They're known for extraordinary service and integrity.
Call the Plumbing Night at 639-5555, day or night, or on the web at theplumbingnight.com.
Some things just go together, like bread and butter, blue jeans and Saturdays, best friends and phone calls. And a great match? You and discounts from Erie Insurance. It's like this. Safety features in your car will have you paying less for your auto insurance. And pay off your Erie Auto policy all at once, and you'll save up to 7% more. On your homeowner's policy, you earn discounts that start at age 46 and go up each time you celebrate a birthday. There are more discounts, too, for things like home safety features and even teenage drivers. And the savings keep adding up. When you have your auto and home covered with Erie, you get a discount. Buy a life policy with us, and the savings can get even better. At Erie Insurance, above all in service means making life a little easier on you and on your wallet. Your Erie agent in Moore County is Carthage Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 910-947-2957.
Discount terms and amounts may vary by state. See your local Erie agent for details.
Dealing with the aftermath of a car wreck can leave you feeling stressed. At Ken's Body Works in West End, you'll get collision repair services you can rely on. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, Ken's Body Works specializes in collision repair, body work, custom paint, dent removal, and much more. No job is too big or too small. Ken's certified technicians will have your vehicle back to its factory look and specifications. Call 910-235-0486 for a free estimate today. That's 910-235-0486.
Over the past several years, WEEB has been telling you about Seven Lakes Contracting and Asphalt Services. During that time, Sherry and Howard Hoke have experienced a large increase in their business because of their beautiful paved driveways and much more. Seven Lakes Contracting and Asphalt Services offers patching, excavation, and drainage issue solutions, crack filling, seal coating, and striping for both residential and commercial. And now they have added concrete, pouring sidewalks, driveways, curbs, and gutters, pads, as well as pavers. Estimates are free, and they will come to your property to assess your needs. No job is too big or too small. Go online to slcontractingllc.com or the Seven Lakes Contracting and Asphalt Services Facebook page showing photos and customer reviews. So, call 910-673-1318. Active duty military will receive a 10% discount. 910-673-1318.
Is it style you want, or is it durability, or is it both? We've got you covered for all your flooring needs with our huge selection of Shaw floors. Looking for carpet, hardwood, or LVP? We've got it all. Have the confidence to do something new and different with Shaw floors. Hurry into Aberdeen Carpet, located at 2314 Highway 5 in Aberdeen, near Habitat for Humanity. Open 9 to 4 Monday through Friday and 9 to 2 on Saturdays. Visit us online at aberdeencarpet.com to check us out. Then come in and browse our huge selection, or call us at 910-944-6204 to schedule a free estimate. Neck, shoulder, or back pain can be downright debilitating. If you have those issues, you already know that, and you don't need me to tell you about the opioid crisis. There's another, better way. I'm talking about chiropractic, a healing art that's also science. Dr. Sharon Wright of Wright Chiropractic in Seven Lakes invites you to come in for a discussion about how chiropractic works and could work for you. To be sure, there are many of you out there that have reached the proverbial dead end trying to treat and manage your pain.
This is Dr. Wright. I can't guarantee I can fix every problem, but I will tell you honestly whether chiropractic can be of help for your particular issue. Living with pain is not always the only option. Doesn't it make sense to explore every avenue before resigning yourself to the limitations of pain? Call our office today to schedule a consultation and start living again. 673-2225.
Keeping the interior surfaces of your car clean has never been more important. So how do you sanitize your interior safely? Hey, it's Anthony from Champion Car Wash and Detail Shop with a pro detailer's tip. Logically, bleach, ammonia, Clorox wipes, or Lysol would be the best products to use inside your vehicle to clean and sanitize, right? However, these products are most often too harsh for the delicate surfaces of today's vehicles. So what can you use? Use a simple soap and water solution to clean the interior surfaces first. While it won't kill germs, it'll remove dirt, grime, and contaminants sitting on the surface. Afterward, you can use a 70% isopropyl alcohol solution sprayed on a microfiber towel, not directly on the surface, to wipe down the vehicle hot spots like your steering wheel, radio buttons, door handles, etc. A 70% isopropyl alcohol mix ensures maximum effectiveness of the sanitizing wipe down. As with any product you're going to use on your car, always be sure to test this on an inconspicuous spot to ensure color fastness and effectiveness in your own vehicle. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to call Champion Car Wash and Detail Shop, 692-5060.
Hey, all you cigar smokers. This is Steve from the Smoke Inn in Southern Pines, and I'm back from sunny and warm Florida. I know what you're thinking. While you were all dealing with the cold and the rain, all I was doing in Florida was working on my tan and playing golf. Guess what? You're right, I was. So after playing golf 5 days a week and smoking cigars, it suddenly hit me, the high cost of cigars. They keep going up, which means you, my customers, have to pay more. So while smoking more cigars along with my favorite bourbon, I lost my mind and decided to offer my own COVID stimulus package. I've lowered all the prices on every cigar in the humidor. That's right, every cigar, even the bundle cigars. Joe Biden and the Democrats have nothing on the Smoke Inn when it comes to cutting costs and stimulating sales. So what are you waiting for? A third round of stimulus? The next election? Or worse yet, another impeachment? Get on down to the Smoke Inn in Southern Pines for a great place to buy a cigar, smoke a cigar, and meet cigar smokers just like yourself. The Smoke Inn, where the customer comes first.
Thanks for help bringing the economy back. One local purchase at a time.
Kind of uplifts you and you feel better.
It's the greatest comeback of all time. With Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
The Zumwalt Zone is brought to you by Quality Built Homes, the Sandhills' #1 home builder, developer, and remodeler. With over 1,500 homes built in Moore County, we earn our name every day. Quality Built Homes, 910-944-7453.
Hello, I'm John Zumwalt, and you're in the Zumwalt Zone. I was at a party about 10 years ago at a friend's house. There was one guy there you couldn't help but notice. He was about the same age as most folks, but there was one thing that set him apart. He looked and he smelled like he hadn't bathed in about a month. I was curious to hear his story, so I made my way over to the group he was talking to. I got there just in time to hear him say he was retired. I asked him what he had retired from. He said he'd been in the carnival business. Well, I told him I thought that was interesting, and I did. I didn't know you could retire from carnivals. Turns out he was quite involved in the business. He'd done it all. He had put rides together, he'd sold food, he had run the dart and the shooting booths, done everything. For a while, he had been in charge of my all-time worst ride, the Tilt-A-Whirl, otherwise known as I think I'll eat a chili dog and go to the carnival and make everyone else's life miserable. You know what? I asked him a few questions, just not trying to be a smart aleck, just trying to figure this whole thing out. Turns out he did not retire from the carnival. He quit. Like 30 years before that. He'd been in prison for 25 of those years for various things. Now, don't be judgmental and think I'm going to try and make this about politics. It never even crossed my mind to ask him how long he had been a Democrat. I hope everybody has a good day from the Zumwalt Zone.
Good morning and happy Friday. We've seen plenty of sunshine the past few days, and that continues again today. But temperatures, though, will be cooler. Highs this afternoon in the mid to upper 50s. Partly cloudy overnight tonight. We start in the low to mid 30s Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon, we'll see a mostly sunny to partly cloudy sky. Highs once again in the mid to upper 50s. And we'll see more sunshine on Sunday. Temperatures just slightly cooler Sunday afternoon. I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills #1 morning show. Mornings with the LeaderMan. Here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. And heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
Greetings. Welcome to the show. TGIF.
Thank God it's Friday.
TGI Friday.
It's Friday.
All day long.
It's Friday. That is our biggest day.
Thank God it's Friday.
It's about time.
And now here to entertain you, the finest broadcaster.
My favorite show.
Yay! Showtime.
Hand me down the walking cane.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It's time once again for Mornings with the LeaderMan. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with the Colonel, retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Hey, morning, Moore County. Morning, unfortunate pilot. Yeah, you're unfortunate. Look in the mirror and you'll see why. Hey, very nice weather out there. Getting a little warmer, but you can get out and enjoy it. Leave that filthy face diaper at home. We all know it doesn't work. More and more people have come to that realization. When I go out to the stores, I see people, more and more people that have left it at home. And even the ones wearing them tend to pull them down below their nose at the very least. So, yeah, just take it off. It's not doing you any good. And, get out, play some golf, take the kids out, walk them around. Oh, they should be back in school. Yeah,
they should.
At least the kindergarten through 5th, anyway, should be back in school. But you older kids, get outside, play some golf, play some football, socialize a little bit, because that's healthy for you. Not sitting around at the house.
All right. Don't forget, of course, we are being heard and seen around the world on our live video stream. That's up and running right now at talk973.com, talk1041.com, or weeb990.com. Just go to the top of the home page there. That will give you the video link. On your mobile device, fire up YouTube and put Mornings with the LeaderMan in the search for the video. If you're just looking at audio, fire up a streaming app for your portable devices and put WEEB in the search. Or you can get it off of our website in the upper right-hand corner of every one of our web pages where it says On the Air Listen Live. Click that once and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sandhills area. Look for sunny skies and a high of 55. 32 for you overnight, then 55 tomorrow, 53 Sunday. All this under sunshine. 57 Monday, Tuesday, 67, 69 Wednesday, 72 on Thursday. Right now around the Sandhills, winds are northeast at 5, gusting to 9. Pressure is 2990. Dew point 23. Humidity 52%. It's mostly sunny and 41 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All righty. It is 8:34, 34 past the hour on this, our Friday production. I'm just clearing off some stuff here. Okay. Let's see. Things we need to know today so we don't sound stupid. Britain's Prince Philip had heart surgery and is recovering in the hospital. I heard that, who was it? Prince Harry was advised to come back to the palace.
Yeah.
For his 9th.
Yeah, you said that yesterday. Yeah, he's 99 years old. So, that's a good long time.
Yeah.
Can't ask for much better than that.
Jamie Foxx has become a partner in Brown Sugar Bourbon near Seattle. The Sinclair Broadcast Group announced it's going to reduce its workforce by approximately 5%, amounting to hundreds of layoffs across the company. This is when you don't like being a number on a page. Meanwhile, Disney has announced they'll be closing 20% of their brick-and-mortar stores across North America, which amounts to around 60 stores.
Who's this? Disney?
Yeah.
I didn't even know Disney had a store.
Oh, they got a ton of stores in the Magic Kingdom.
Oh, well, yeah, I know, but you're talking about across America.
Well, yeah. Stores across America. Yeah, they're Disney stores.
I've never seen one.
Well, I guess you just don't live in the metropolitan areas that carry one.
I guess not. Well, they might as well close them because, like Portland, Seattle, New York, if they had stores there, they're probably burned up and boarded up anyway.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably building those back while they close the other ones. Mm. Jeep says they're open to dropping the Cherokee name after a chief of that tribe called it disrespectful.
He's full of crap. What a dope.
Of course, the Indians in North Carolina, Western North Carolina, majority are Cherokee Indians.
Yeah, well, that's an iconic vehicle, and does nothing to diminish the name Cherokee. I don't understand that.
That doesn't cross my mind when I think of that car.
Which particular band? I mean, is he like the head Cherokee chief, or is he just a Cherokee chief?
I don't know.
I mean, growing up, I must have gone to school with half a dozen Cherokee chiefs. That gee, so and so was a Cherokee chief, and now I'm these are like of course rumors, Pocahontas kind of things, so I'm interested to see who this guy is. If he's the head man and he polled all his people, and they all said, gee, let's let's oppose the Cherokee name on a car, fine, but I don't know.
That wouldn't fit their narrative.
It's ridiculous. Well, like I said, I've been paying attention to it more and more because my son-in-law is an actual Indian, Native American, not a Cherokee. But
which tribe?
The Potawatomi of the Huron Band. It's the
Where's that at?
Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, etc., up along the Great Lakes. And he laughs at all this stuff. He's the red man, redskin, red man thing. He's smart enough to have studied it and noticed that was a term that American Indians used to differentiate themselves from the white man. The white man didn't invent the term redskin. Red people, Indians, were the first ones to use it, period. So, most of this stuff he just laughs at. Go to the, in Milwaukee, I think it's, I can't remember the name of the road, but in Milwaukee, there's the Potawatomi casino there. Please frequent it, because that goes directly in his pocket. He just laughs at you all the way to the bank.
All righty. Well, we'll see what happens in the future. I'm like you. I don't think it embarrasses or ticks off anybody, the Cherokee name.
Well, a lot
it's
of
like Broncos ticking off horses. It doesn't make sense.
Like I said, I ask him, specifically now about a lot of these various things. He just laughs. Nah, you want a really heated discussion, you can ask him about Black Lives Matter and ask him what he thinks of that. And he just,
I like to.
Yeah, you would, because he has nothing good to say about Black Lives Matter. Period. And I defy any of you Black Lives Matter people to come in here and argue with him about it. You will be very dismayed to hear what he has to say to you.
All right, moving on. Netflix rolls out Fast Laughs, offering short streaming comedy clips on the go. Oh boy, on that one. Going to China anytime soon. They've now made the well, I'm not going to go there. Still in prison, Joe Exotic is writing a Tiger King tell-all book, as if we didn't already know everything. There was a 45-minute flurry of minor earthquakes on Monday around Oregon's Mount Hood. Yeah, another atmospheric polluter right there.
Well, it's Oregon, so,
Yeah, I mean, they are jumping up and down about climate change and so forth and so on. The biggest climate changer are volcanoes. There happen to be right at 70 active volcanoes as we speak. And until you figure a way to plug those, you're not going to stop the greenhouse gases.
Well, it's there's one in Italy that has been very active lately. Actually, it's the one there at Mount Etna, I think. I just read it. There's several of them that have really become active here in the last couple of months and are really starting to be concerning to people. I guess there was a under seabed earthquake there down around New Zealand, 8 point something, and the people in New Zealand are starting to climb the side of the hills there now. So Yeah, it's been a lot more active here lately.
Speaking of New Zealand, it was hit by a 7.3 earthquake, and people were warned to move to higher ground.
That was your next one.
Yeah.
Okay, I heard 8 something. 7's bad. So 7, 8. Yeah, you're talking about some shaking and and other problems.
And in Iceland, they're bracing for another eruption of their active volcano after the area experienced 17,000 earthquakes this past week.
Yep.
That's a whole lot of earthquakes.
Yeah, the Icelandics there are they're sweating. Yes, they are. But see, hey, they have all that green energy up there, all that geothermal, in Iceland. So, yeah, they should be. They may be sitting on a lot of it here in the next couple of weeks.
A SpaceX rocket took off, flew around the skies of Texas for a while, then made a perfect landing, then 3 minutes later exploded. You could hear some of the crew walking away from the rocket saying, "Did you cut it off or did I?"
Yeah. Left the ignition on.
Chris Harrison says he's planning to return to The Bachelor. His absence is temporary, but they've already replaced him with a new replacement for the next season. Texas may have dropped the mask requirements, but Target, Starbucks, and Kroger are still going to require them in their stores.
Yeah, 13. There's 13 national chains. I can't remember them all, but those are the big 3 that you read. Actually, GM, 3 of the big car companies are saying, hey, if you're coming into our facilities, you got to wear a mask and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, hey, you live there in Texas, man. There you go. There's your opportunity, man. Just shut the doors on Starbucks and Target, as they like to say up in Connecticut and other places up there.
That makes it a French store, Target.
Yeah, Target. Yeah, they're a little snooty. Yeah, because see, they have to have Target in Connecticut, New Jersey, because they don't like Walmart, so they go to the Target instead.
I don't like Walmart either.
Well, we don't have a Target around here to pick it, so You
should see the movie. It's called The High Cost of Low Prices. And it's how Walmart literally is just ripping this country off.
Yeah. Half of their, I don't know. I shouldn't put a percentage on it, but, a large number of their employees are on welfare and other forms of federal assistance, federal and state assistance, because they don't pay them. And so who's paying? If there's a Walmart employee, who's paying them? We are. Because that's what the Walmart actually has classes to teach their employees how to get that assistance, so Walmart don't have to pay them a substantial wage.
Yep, they get all the benefits from the taxpayer.
And so we end up footing the bill for Walmart. So I haven't set foot in a Walmart in ages. I couldn't tell you the last time I was in one.
All right, today's impossible question. Almost 40% of married couples say if they could, there's one thing they would change about their wedding. What is it?
Didn't you have this yet? Yeah, I can't remember.
We haven't had this one.
One thing they could change about the wedding? Inviting Uncle Bob.
Yeah, or inviting the mariachi band. Huh?
Yeah, inviting that uncle who likes to get into the booze too much.
What is it? It's the song for their first dance.
Oh, the song. Oh, Jesus. All right, fine.
According to a recent survey of bosses, too many personal photos in your office can hurt your credibility. 55% of us admit they are rude when it comes to talking to their smart speakers, Alexa or Siri.
They're rude?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't speak to either one, so.
60% of people earning over $50,000 a year hang their toilet paper roll over. And if you look up the original patent for the toilet paper holder, it is definitely marked that the toilet paper goes over.
So you under people, you're wrong. So you have to change it because that's the patent.
Yeah.
Patent says so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a family member routinely. I'd go and turn them all so they were over, and then he'd come back like an hour later, and they're all under. Hey, I get my kicks. What can I say?
A recent study says that a man and a woman who aren't getting along will stare at each other in the eyes.
Aren't getting along, stare at each other.
A man and a woman who aren't getting along stare at each other in the eyes, often to gauge each other's reaction.
Okay.
28% of people use at least 2 alarm clocks daily. I am here because the second one did go off this morning.
I didn't need one. Thank you.
Some people like that. They just look at the clock and say, okay, I got to get up at 5, and they go to sleep, and at 5 they snap awake without an alarm clock. Is that you?
Pretty much.
1 in 10 men have underwear that's more than 10 years old.
Okay, fine. I hope they've washed them once or twice.
Yeah. According to a study, taller men are quicker to get married. Well, yeah, women hang out with them.
Okay, fine.
Sawing off shorties, and you got a long road to hoe. So that's why they try so hard. The top speed of a cockroach is
30 miles an hour.
3.4 miles per hour.
Oh, okay.
And Monday is the toughest day of the week to decide what to do here.
Monday?
Yeah.
Is the toughest day of the week to decide what to do at work? I don't know
what to make for dinner.
Oh, what to make for dinner. All right. Monday.
No.
Leftovers from the weekend, man.
Yeah.
That last slice of pizza that's kind of getting curly in the bottom of the refrigerator.
No amount of microwaving is going to bring it back to life.
No, you put it in the oven with a bowl of water, moisten it up.
Oh, we're talking to a man of experience here.
There you go.
Nikola Tesla once paid for a hotel bill with a death ray. As most people know, Nikola Tesla was a genius and poor. So, when his hotel bill was overdue, he gave the employees a death beam contained in the box. He told employees not to open the box due to the danger, so it was forgotten about.
Yeah, he sounds like he's also a scammer. Genius scammer.
He might be. You just never know. All righty. Let's see. What shall I do next? Rim shots? See if we can get the Colonel laughing on any of these. Okay, rim shots for today. Let's pull this down here, Stephen. And now we can play radio. Chris Harrison apologized for his part in the Bachelor racism scandal. Then, to drive the point home, he lit a Dr. Seuss book on fire. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani want Adam Levine to sing at their wedding. So despite their differences, they both have terrible taste in music, I see. Kelly Clarkson says she's written tons of songs since her split, or as Taylor Swift called that, a business model.
Has Taylor Swift been divorced many times?
No, she just goes through boyfriends.
Oh, all right.
Left and right.
Yeah, that doesn't mean anything if you're not marrying them.
Sarah Silverman apologized to Paris Hilton for a joke she told in 2007. And all I can say is thank goodness Paris Hilton doesn't listen to this show, right?
Well, Sarah Silverman, she's the joke, so she ought to apologize for herself.
The SAG Awards will be pre-taped and only last an hour. Nice try, SAG Awards. I'm still not watching. Walt Disney World turns 50 this year. Already? Wow, the time flies when you're stuck in a hellish long line with screaming infants, aren't you? Disney is closing 60 retail stores. Disney wants to get back to concentrating on its core business of charging outrageous prices at their theme parks.
Yeah, no kidding.
What is it now? About $150 a head coming through that?
I have no clue. I mean, I haven't been to one of those things in 15 years.
52% of Americans say they're not afraid of dying from COVID, but 54% are afraid of dying from a commercial jet engine falling on their head. 28% of parents say they're often embarrassed to play with their kids. Well, it's your own damn fault for making them so ugly. Man, come on.
Man. Who writes this stuff? Some ugly kid. Yeah.
NASA confirmed life on Mars can briefly survive. Up next, determining if the same can be said about downtown Chicago.
I'll tell you, Chicago, wow, what a dump. New York, too.
A Georgia man was arrested for dressing as a Home Depot employee and then stealing merchandise from the store. Co-workers became suspicious when they saw that the man made himself available to answer customer questions. And New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is refusing to resign. He says stepping down would be even worse than seeing a woman with a great rear end not being whistled at.
Yeah, he's a pig. That's probably the only thing I've heard and agreed with come out of McCain's mouth here lately. He's a pig. And, it's evident that they're going after him on this sexual harassment stuff because they're trying to shift, the Democrats, trying to shift the focus off of all the murderous decisions he made during the COVID pandemic with these, putting these people in the homes, etc. Because there's 5 other governors that did the same thing, and all of them ought to resign. New Jersey, Connecticut, Michigan, Minnesota, and of course Cuomo, and one other governor, that made those kind of decisions and ended up killing thousands of people. And this is a convenient way to get rid of Cuomo without focusing on the AG, the Attorney General in New York, who's a Democrat, is the one that originally started this investigation on him regarding the COVID missteps that he perpetrated. So, they can get him on sexual harassment and get rid of him that way. Then all the other stuff kind of goes by the by, and they can get off of the COVID stupidity, with these other governors. So, yeah, this is bad news for Cuomo. They're going to get rid of him one way or the other.
Or he'll depend on voter amnesia, where, in 2 years, this will be a really back-of-the-room story.
When you even have your Democrat legislators are talking about impeachment, that's that's bad news for him, man. So I think he's probably going to end up going somehow.
All right, let's see. At the 2007 MTV Movie Awards, Sarah Silverman said some pretty harsh jokes about Paris Hilton and then noticed she was in the audience. Paris talked about it recently, and Sarah apologized for her podcast. Here's Sarah's full uncensored apology. Oh, come on, Windows. You get so tired of playing their games all the time. All right, one more try.
I said some very hardcore jokes about her. The crowd went bananas. And while I was thrilled at the success of my monologue, I remember spotting her in the audience. And I remember seeing that look on her face, and my heart sank because there was a person under there. So here I am 14 years later telling you, Paris, that I am really sorry. I hope that you accept my apology, and I hope that you feel my remorse. I felt it the second I saw your face that night. It feels terrible to know that you have hurt someone, and it's important to make it right.
Yeah, I believe her. Anyway, not long after Sarah apologized to Paris, Paris accepted her apology on her podcast.
So I just got this text, and it was to an article with Sarah Silverman apologizing to me. And then I went and listened to her podcast, and she basically made like an 8.5-minute apology to me. And she was so genuine and so sweet, and it really moved me. I felt just emotional hearing it, and I could tell that she really did mean what she said when she was apologizing. Sarah, thank you so much for your apology. It means so much to me, and we can start a clean, fresh slate.
Yeah. She didn't care.
No. Neither one of them. There's no sincerity there from either one of them. So, geez. Yeah, okay, fine. There's a couple of clowns. They don't deserve any time at all on the radio.
There's, I don't know whether it's on Prime or it's on Netflix, where they have a movie called Paris. And they follow her for a little point in time in her career. And her boyfriend of the month there was pawing at her behind stage, say, come on, let's just go. Let's just, say you couldn't do the concert and da-da-da-da-da. And she wouldn't relent on that, but she was torn. And while he was sitting there being a little weasel, and then she goes up to the stage, opens the curtain. There must have been 100,000 people out there waiting on her. And I said, you going to crap all over them? I don't think so. All right, so it goes for this week and this Friday. Have yourself a great, safe weekend. We'll see you back bright and early on Monday for a Mundane Monday. Until then, be sure to support all the businesses you hear advertising on WEEB, because your money will stay here, roll over, and create jobs for all of us. That's good for all of us. And, of course, it helps us if you tell them WEEB asked you to come and give first dibs on your spending dollars. And don't forget also that millions of Americans have fought and they have died to give and protect the freedoms that you get to enjoy today. Live today worthy of their and their family's sacrifice. I'm Steve Leader Adams, and the LeaderMan and Nick and Colt the dog. We'll all see you at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the dog park.